Isn't that true? She has an angel voice. So you, Nico, this is my first time that I listened. The worship team lead by Nico, and I was amazed. You know, the dressing of the robe, and all his second boys, Jefferson, and the whole group. I just want you to stand up, just a little bit, just a little bit. Turn around to the congregation. I just remember, I just remember when I was that age, you can say, woo, because it was long, long time ago. And I can read your spirit now. I can read how much do you love what you've done. You love so much the Lord. And that reminds myself. And thank you for inspiring that congregation. Because we are inspired by what you have done in this day for us. Thank you very much. And this is the season where we thank people, isn't it? See, we call Thanksgiving. And I just want to say thank you to Real Connection Church to take the call that God has given to us and go forward. Not go back, not stay in the same place, but go forward. And that is because you are obedient son and daughter of God. You are here saying, God, I am here. I want you to speak to me. I will go wherever you call me to go. And I want to say thank you for those who serve here in this church and many, many different ministries. And the LBA and the Sunday school with the kids, Kid Alive. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your service. Thank you for those who maybe you're not seeing every single Sunday here in the platform or greeting you when you came to the door, but they are needing you. They are praying every single night for you and for your family. Thank you for those who are doing that too. Thank you also for those who generously give their financial support to this church, because your financial support is very important for this church. Keep going on, doing what God is calling us to do. Please continue doing that, because that's what God wants you to do, for preserve His church, to continue His work here and the earth. And I want to say thank you for the gift that you gave us to my family last week. Thank you very much. You were very generous to my family as a pastoral recognition month. Thank you very much. If you see the slide in the board, says, write the vision, embrace your vision, live your vision. And our vision here is not from the Pastor Rodrigo, it's not from Pastor Lee. The vision came from God. And the vision, in the vision also, that God is giving us is to be His eyes, His hands, His feet, and His mouth to speak, to spread the word in this community. And to reach beyond border. That's what we say, no, reaching beyond borders. And that's why I'm so thrilled today to see with us today for the very first time Osama Yegi. Hello, welcome to Real Connection Church. And that is what we are here, because we want to connect with everyone here in our community. We want to connect with NIU. We want to connect with Milwaukee Community College. We want to connect with every community here in our town. The Hispanic, the Korean, the Asians, the blacks, whatever you call them, whatever tag you put to the people, we want to reach you with the Word of God, with the love of God. But you need to have a vision. You know, I hear Beth say, change sometimes is not something that we are used to. Really? See? We refuse sometimes to change. But, you know, change not always is bad. I like to change my clothes. After 7 days, you want to change your clothes. And you look great. You look in the mirror and say, whoa, I look nice with the new clothes. See? But also, sometimes you need to change your vision. It's not the same. I remember when I'm not going to tell you the age, but I remember a few years ago when I went to read my books, And I said, whoa, something happened with my sight. Whoa, oh Lord, did I get it blind or what? And I brought to, the vision office, and they make all the tests and said, I got a good news for you, and also I got a bad news for you. Okay. Give me the good news first. I can live with the good news. Okay, the good news that you are not have any trouble with your vision. Oh, thanks the Lord. And what happened? Well, the bad news is you're getting old. And you need reading glasses. And they give you reading glasses. And my vision is what to say, but at that time it was so blurry. And I need something new to adjust my vision. And that happened with Real Connection Church. Our vision is not changing. Our vision is getting clear. And that's what God wants us to remember, that His vision is His vision, and He gives us everything that we need to keep our church going according with His vision. See, the Bible says in Proverbs 29:18, when there is no vision, the people perish, die. Where is not vision, the people perish, die. Why is that? Well, there is some consequences for lack of vision, and I want you to clarify those things here. I just put the number 1. Where there is no vision, there is no life. See, if you don't have a vision, there is no life. I spend some times when I have to wait for some response, I just like to go to see those videos. And one of those videos is a little kid, maybe 2 or 3 years old, he cannot see. And he, for the first time, they put a glasses to that little kid, 3 years old. Wow, and the kid start looking around with a smile on his face, and wow, this is life. This is life. See, when we don't know where is our goals, when we don't know where is God is calling us to do, there is no life. There is no hope. There is no more. You can't stay in one place because you don't know where to go. There is no life. It feels like you're being trapped in time because you do not know where are we going. Where there is no vision, there is no life. But where there is no vision, also there is no future. You say, why? Why I had to fight? I don't know anything. I don't have anything. Why I need to fight? I feel comfortable here. Some people say, now I already preached, and why I have to sacrifice myself and go out and fight and try to reach more people. Where there is no vision, there is no future. If there is no future, you're living just in the past. And living in the past is dying. That's why where there is no vision, there is no hope. And people start living in the past. Oh, I remember years ago, God blessed me so much with this thing. Many years ago, God, my life was so thriving. Years ago, the people were so different. Years ago, the young people doesn't act like this anymore. Living and being a trap in the past because they don't have hope, vision to the future. Because there is no vision, there is no power. There is no power. Because they don't want to move forward. I can't. I don't have any power. I feel weak. I don't want to do anything else. That's why we need a vision to clarify our passion. See, we need a vision in our life, a goal where we need to go, because that clarifies our passion. And passion is where you put all your strength, all your desire, and some goals to achieve. I remember when I saw my brother-in-law, my sister, for the very first time as a boyfriend. I was jealous, see, because I was protecting my sister. See, all of you have a sister, maybe acting the same way. See? But when I see this guy taking out his guitar from the guitar, I say, See, and I don't worry about my sister anymore. I just say, I want to learn how to play guitar. And he started giving me a vision. And now I have a goal to achieve. I want to play guitar. I want to be like him. He was like an angel playing the guitar. And I tried to be like him. And that vision, that goal clarified to me what I put on my passion. See, when we have vision in our church, we also put all our passion. Because we know what we're trying to achieve. And you put in that goal, and you put all your abilities, all your goodness, you put it in order to achieve that together with the whole body of the church. Because vision clarifies the passion. But vision also, not just clarify our passion, but also make clear our desires. Those who are personal will say, you know, Lord, I just want to put my personal desire in hold for now. And I'm going to pursue it, your vision. And you know what the Bible said? Those who want to be my disciples, first they have to die to themselves and then take the cross and follow me. That is nothing more than just putting hold our own personal agenda and be on board of the agenda of God. That is what vision gives to us. When we follow God's vision and not just our desire. See? And this is the time when we need to do that. Also, passion, vision, clarify our passion, but also that vision has to be directed and centered in God and not just in us. Because when we center our vision in God, everything who is not necessarily in our life, we can just set it apart. We can set up a new, we can put a new statements in our agendas, in our time. And we say, okay, I'm going to set up a new priorities. See? Do you do that? You see, sometimes in the agenda, I have many things to do. I say, well, Lord, I cannot be in one place at the same time, two places at the same time. I have to decide what place is important for me in this moment. And I learned how to say no to another stuff. See, and reaccommodate and put in order my agenda. And that's what God, when God give it to us, a clear vision, also help us to clarify the agenda of the church. Because sometimes when we are not have a vision, we don't know what we need to do, and we start doing so many things around, wasting our energy, wasting our power, wasting our resources, trying to do many things when God is calling us to do just one thing. Vision helps us to clarify what God holds for us. And also, that vision gives us provide perspectives and the right perspective, because the perspectives shape our attitude. Okay? One of the things that I had to deal every single day is with bad attitude. You know, I teach at the high school. And you know, high schooler can have a very strong attitude before you. See? But, you know, when you adopt the right attitude, everything seems to be easier. And that's why vision gives to you the attitude to be very productive. See? When you don't know what to do, or you don't have a vision, you don't have a goal, you have this kind of attitude that you don't care. That can be waived. What I do is this and that. Why I have to do more? But when you know where God is calling you to do, you being productive. There's nothing is in the waiting list. You will start working toward the goal that God is calling you to do. And we have one as a church. We need to get out of here, this building, and reach our community, our families, our friends, our co-workers. and let them know that Jesus wants to be with them, know them more, become his friend, become his Savior, become his Lord. That's what Jesus wanted to do. But remember, you are his mouth, you are his hand, you are his feet. You have to do the job now for him. He will empower you with the Holy Spirit. He will empower you with his holy word. But you need to do the job for him. And he's calling us to do. And that's why tonight we have a meeting with the LBA, and they're going to start thinking about ideas, how can we reach this community for Christ and be more effective in the call that God is giving to us. But also, vision increase our possibilities. And welcome to new opportunities. You know, that your mind is getting bigger and wide when we start travel, reading, your world become open. And nowadays, you know, with internet, you can be here and people listen to this sermon there in Costa Rica, in Italy, or wherever they are, because now we are no borders for it. See? And your mind expands and expands. And that happens with vision. When we have a narrow vision that we're thinking only about these four walls, with our friends, only for our friends who are meeting here every Sunday, our vision is too narrow. And that vision tends to die. But when you start opening your vision, put a new glasses in order to guide and clarify the vision, you can start thinking outside this wall and you start looking for those windows. I invite you to look at those windows. You see those projects over there? There is a lot of apartments there. If you look at the other side, there is another subdivision. It's not only these four doors. It's not only these four walls. There is a whole world outside who need what you have already in your heart. They need you to stand up and do his job. Do you understand that? Isn't that how amazing that this big neighborhood goes all the way until First Street? Oh, John, you live in First Street, isn't it? See? And you have many different neighbors, isn't it? Some are Hispanic, some are Anglos. It doesn't matter, but they are people, and people need Christ. People need Christ, and we are the ones who are going to reach those people. That's why, if we open our vision, we got more possibilities. See? Now, the question is, what is your goal for the vision, the Real Connection Church Ministry? How can you participate in this vision to become a reality? Are you ready to embrace this vision? Are you a part of any ministry? Or you are one of those persons who just standing by the street and see the parade pass by? Or you want to be one of those who are in the parade? And then the next day you will be in the newspaper. And you become famous. Because you wasn't a spectator, you was a participant. Maybe you start holding babies and kiss them, you know, for the teacher, you know. But you know, sometimes we are so acting like a little child, say, oh, I want to be this, I want the church doing this, but I want to see, 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 but I don't want to do, I don't want to do, I don't want to do. See, if you want to be things done, we need to embrace the call that God has given to us. It doesn't matter about age. I'm not going to ask Dulce, but I'm going to ask Jefferson. Jefferson, how old are you? 17. Nico, are you 16 or 17? Huh? 16. Así que Nico is the youngest person here at this meeting. Oh, Dulce. Oh, even better. 15 years old. I'm not going to ask you, I'm going to say me. I'm 52. But there is how many? 40 something, 30, 40 something years between us. And I don't going to ask you your age because I know you are younger than me. See? But it's not about age. You can be more like a little kid. Well, then a little kid, they almost kill me when I say little kid. I'm not a little kid. You see Jefferson reaction? What little kid? See? No. But you can be a young person, or you can be, like Caleb. He was 80 years old when he came back to Joshua. He said, Joshua, 40 years ago, Moses gave me one promise. He promised all this land to me. Now it's time to me to compare that one time. I know that I'm 40 years old, but I feel strong like an ox. I'm going to take the land. You see, it's not about age. It's about attitude. Because your attitude shapes also your faith. If you have one negative attitude, your faith will be weak. If you have a positive attitude, your faith can be stronger. See, remember when Joshua sent 12 spies to look for the new land that they had to conquer? See, 10 of them came back to him with a report. Oh, this is like a mission impossible. That is impossible. There are big giants like that. My head is not enough to tell you how tall are those giants. They're going to smash us like a cockroaches. No, we cannot take the land. Then, just have one negative attitude, but two brave men said, they raised up. He said, yes, we see the same thing that you saw. Yes, that's right. There is a big giants there. Yes, that's right. They are water and they can kill us. But God is better than them. That God is bigger than them. If God is with us, we can conquer that area, that land that God has given to us. See, it doesn't matter how do you feel today. If you feel small, you feel young, you feel old, whatever is how do you feel today. In God, He will be your friend. God will be walking with you. And the journey, you will take care. And He will give you the land to you. And to our church. Because it's not about our size. It's not about how many people we got. It doesn't matter if we have 1,000 or we have 10. God is God of the multitude, but also God is God of the few. If with the few, with the right attitude, with the right faith, they can defeat 1,000 men. It's not what He does, what He did with Josué. He did that. He did it in the Joshua books, also to Gerson. He tried with 300 men. He conquered 12,000 men. God did not depend on the side of the crowd. He depended on Himself. But He wants to invite you to be a part of His movement. And you want to be a part of His movement? And you want to be a part of His call? Because that implies that you need to give some effort. You have to work out a little bit. See? When we have God's given vision, we start to pursue that vision. That means we need to stand up from that cushion chair and start doing what God is calling us to do. My doctor said that I need to drop 30 pounds, and I agree with him. Yes. But I say, how, doctor? How can I do it? Get up from your bed, get up from your seat and start walking. That's the only way that we can achieve goals. Working out. And that needs some effort. See? Now I need to walk every day. See? At least 15 minutes. And the other thing was, sleep it and not deep it. See? And then that required discipline too. And effort. You know? Maybe what you've been doing right now is not enough. God is calling you to do a little bit more. Because God is not happy with just enough. Oh, I'm going to do this. That's enough. That's fine. No, He wants you to give the best. And the only way that we can achieve what He's calling us to do. And do it with optimism. Yes, we can do it. Yes, God. If God is with us, we can do it. That's what the Bible says. If God is with me, everything is possible. And we're going to do this because attitude will shape our faith, shape our mission. Okay? We cannot be negative because negative not require anything. We have to be, how you say, positive. Because there's still some people who need salvation. There's some people who need to be sanctification. They need to walk the God journey. There's some people who need to be reached by the Word of God. There's still people need to be ministry and their needs too. See? We need to continue working the work that Jesus just started. We are not done. We are not done. And we need to start directing our effort to reach those who are not in Christ now. We have to enrich our evangelism. We have to determine to start inviting people to have a relationship with Christ. In order they can restore their relation. In order they can become saved. In order they become a new journey in spiritual life. Because the future is bright. The future is bigger. The blessings that God is giving to us, they're better. They're better. See? It's just like a computer. Pastor, how can you compare the blessing of God with the computer? Well, I don't know if you're happy with your computer 10 years ago, but I prefer the computer today. See? 10 years ago, I needed a trailer to carry out my portable computer. See? I remember when I bought my first laptop, that was like 10 years ago, something like that. That was heavy. I always walk this way with my laptop. And my little kid, Jeremy, now it's not little anymore, but he got my portable computer, and he started holding the computer and said, Daddy, look how strong I am. How strong I am. That little laptop weighs like 20 pounds. Now you can carry everything that you want and your smartphone. See? Future always improve. Also, the blessing of the Lord. He said every single day the Lord is giving a new blessing. And new blessing even better than yesterday. And you know, God has a better blessing for you tomorrow. And for Real Connection Church. And I want every of you to read with me this Bible verse and take it with you in your heart. 1, 2, 3. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and hope. Future and hope. That's what God wants to give you.